The microphone.
Under the lights, speaking of facts, double the price, yeah. Under the lights, we covering sports, whatever you like, yeah. Home runs in the park, touchdowns in the end zone. Knockouts in the ring, buzzer beater for the win, go hard or go home. Find out who you are when you under the lights. That pressure made a star right there. Under the lights, you looking for the best, tune in to Under the Lights. Yeah, yeah, Under the Lights.
Yeah. Welcome back to Under the Lights Sports Podcast here live on YouTube. I am your host, Big Mike, and I got a special guest with me today. My lovely mother. What's up, mama? How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing fine. How you doing, son?
I'm doing wonderful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, me and you always arguing back and forth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, you was like, why don't you have some women come on the show? And I was like, mama, I've been looking for some females to come on the show, but you don't really know, you know what I'm saying? You're like, well, I'll come on the show because me and you always arguing and stuff all the time. People that's watching right now, before we get started, please hit that like and subscribe button so you can be up to date with all things Under the Lights. But we always argue over the phone, here over the crib, your house, at church. We can be to church right when church is over. You doing something like Coach. You see what she rocking. This is a die-hard Indianapolis Colts fan. Let me give y'all just a little quick rundown. My mother has been watching football since 1985. That's 41 years. Understand? And you was in Philadelphia at that time. I was almost, you and daddy was doing y'all thing, almost about ready to conceive me. You feel what I'm saying? And a few years later, here I come. So that's how I'm born and living in Philadelphia and all of that. She is a diehard Indianapolis Colts fan. You see, she got the Reggie Wayne jersey on. Me,
Reggie.
y'all already know what I'm rocking. You watch the show, you already know what I'm rocking. You feel what I'm saying? So listen. We are here to talk some sports, as y'all already know that. I'm calling this the mom and son edition, the mother and son edition, mama and son edition, however you want to draw it up. You feel me? And we're going to have some fun today. I'm excited.
Let's get it.
I'm excited. My mama coming on the show. You know what I'm saying? This is really good. Now, I said my mama's a Colts fan, so we're gonna make sure today is interesting topics about your team. Because like all the talking that we're doing, we might as well come on here on camera and get busy. You feel what I'm saying? But you doing okay?
I'm doing great.
You just getting off work? You tired?
Yeah, not too bad. I was excited about coming here to hang out with you today, so that kind of helped me get through the day.
Well, you know I love you, mama.
Love you too.
Love you, mama.
You know.
Now, listen. We're gonna go ahead and get this thing started. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna waste no more time. Now, listen to this. The Colts.
Okay.
That's your team.
That's my team.
That's your team. Die hard. And if you cut my mama arm right now, it's not red. It is blue.
It's blue.
It's blue. You understand what I'm saying? So with that being said, even though you cut your arm and you still blue, we're all through the ups and through the downs. You never flipped. And y'all been out of the playoffs for 5 consecutive years. not one, two, and you made it and you came back. No. 5 consecutive years. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what I mean? But last year, I know a guy that used to play quarterback for the New York Giants. I know that. I forget his name. Maybe it'll come to mind. But I know that guy that played for the New York Giants. And it wasn't going so well in New York. It wasn't going so well for him. But he came to Naptown, coached by Shane Steichen, who I know very, very well because he was in Philly, went to the Super Bowl with us. You feel what I'm saying? Jalen Hurts was a front runner for MVP all year long before he got hurt. You feel what I'm saying? They gave it all to Pat Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? You know how they're going to do old Pat Mahomes. They gave it to Pat Mahomes. So I say he won by default. You know what I'm saying? So, but Daniel Jones came in and basically resurrected his career. And resurrected the coach too, because y'all was on hospice. You understand? Y'all was on hospice. You wasn't making the playoffs, and the fans, they still show up. But it was tears every year. You feel kind of like how the Dallas Cowboys be looking when they lose and shit. I'm sorry. Love you, mama. Sorry. Love you, mama. How the Cowboys be losing and stuff, and they look at the end of the season. That was y'all for 5 consecutive years. But he came back and revived it. Daniel Jones is his name. That's his name. Daniel Jones. He came back and revived his career, man. And I just want to know why Colts fans, why the Indianapolis Colts fans are so much in an uproar that they re-signed him.
Okay.
Now, hold on, wait a minute. No, because you and Corey Duncan, OCD, I be watching it. I see you, Corey, I be seeing you. Oh, they signed Daniel Jones, $88 million. You talking about, oh, they don't deserve that much money. Oh, Daniel Jones, I wanted somebody. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. The man came here and balled out. This is what I know he did. And I don't want to be too long because I'm going to go ahead and let you go. This is what I know Daniel Jones did. 68% completion, 3,100 yards, 19 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions with a 100.2 quarterback passer rating. That's what he did. And he played 13 games only. Only 13 games. You understand? 6th in completion percentage, top 10 in yards per game, and the man was in the MVP discussion. Him and Jonathan. Now, Jonathan Taylor was doing his thing. He was. We all know that. We all know that. But Daniel Jones did good too. I just want to know, Corey Duncan, I need you to come sit right here. Right where my mama sitting, I need you to come sit right here too. You know what I'm saying? Because I be seeing your little comments. You be talking about the Colts and the Daniel Jones. He ain't this, that, and the third. And I be seeing your little LeBron comments too. We could talk about everything. I'm going to cater the show to you. We could talk about Colts. We could talk about patience. Let me cater to you because Corey, this is your... Yeah, we could talk about all of that. You feel me? I need you to come sit right here. Or you can do it from the confines of your own home. Just let me know. But we here. But I need to know why the Colts fans are so in the uproar. Daniel Jones getting that bag from the Colts.
Okay. All right. Now I'm sitting there now hearing you listening and
doing
your rant and all this. Okay, but before I get started in all that, we know about Philadelphia. I know about Philadelphia. I brought you into this world in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
When your dad was in Philadelphia serving this country in the military.
Yeah.
Okay. And so and before there was even any talk about Daniel Jones, there was a Randall Cunningham.
You see what I'm rocking.
Okay.
Oh,
now,
great, baby.
Yeah. Long live Randall Cunningham.
Yeah.
Now that always be a fan of his forever, because when I started watching the game, he was the quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles. Okay. Anyway, so Daniel Jones. Okay. Daniel Jones, he did start out good. And oftentimes when you go to a new environment, you excited and everything is working out and you doing all this kind of stuff. He wasn't doing nothing in New York. I want to get rid of him for.
Mama, that's just not a... Go ahead, keep going.
Because
keep
if
going.
he was it just, okay, he just never impressed me.
Okay.
He just never impressed me.
Okay.
He was doing okay. He was doing good. Okay, but then at some point when we were 8-2, it was
7-1, and then you went, yeah.
Okay, and then all of a sudden we dropped like a rock.
Yeah.
Okay, what happened? I know he got injured, but even before then, he started losing. And then we started reverting on back to what was going on in New York. And you brought that stuff to Indy. So we dropped like a rock. And then here we go again at the end of the season, like the Four Tops. It's the same old song, maybe next year. So I don't think it was worth the draft pick. I don't think it was worth all that. I think that we should have got somebody that was more probably younger, more vibrant or whatever. And I think that, we had some people come available in free agency. We should have took a look. So, and I don't know what the Colts looked at, but me personally, that's just me. That's me. Everybody else may not feel like that. But I just don't think that Daniel Jones is the answer.
So you don't, you said that you started out 7-1, and then you said started losing, reverting back to the old things. You feel them? the same old song. You know what I mean? But mama, the season's not gonna be perfect.
No season's gonna be perfect.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like, even though the losing was starting, what if he don't get hurt? Y'all gonna lose the rest of the whole games?
Probably.
So y'all gonna lose all the rest. But you think y'all about to just go on?
He started losing before he got hurt.
Okay, so does that mean it's just gonna carry on for the rest of the season? You about to lose every single game.
We don't know that. But when you start losing, we don't know what's gonna happen. But when you start losing, I'm talking more trash to everybody on all these other teams about the Colts.
Hey,
I'm dogging Caleb Williams in Chicago. And what's up with your quarterback?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, and I'm like, and the Houston Texans fan, boy, I was really giving it to him.
Okay, but here's what I'm saying though. Yes, the losing did start. It started with Pittsburgh because they blitzed y'all. They did y'all bad. They did all they did. They walked all through y'all. And the thing is, the way Pittsburgh played that day, that was how we thought Pittsburgh was going to be playing the whole season because Pittsburgh got the highest paid defense in the league. Well, they had the highest paid defense in the league last year with like 175 million. All those guys on their squad, you know what I'm saying? So the way they played against y'all, we was like, whoa, what the heck is going on? They didn't do that all year long. But when they got to y'all, they did do y'all bad. I think, what y'all going to 3-game losing streak?
Yep.
Okay, so the third game came against the Jags, correct?
Yep.
Okay, because he got that's when he tore his Achilles in that game. But even still, I said, you know, the way that game was going, because Jags had like 250 yards on offense before in the first half. And I said that game was probably going to go the other way. You know what I mean? As far as like the Jags way, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So maybe that would have been a 3-game losing streak. But look at us, look at the Eagles. Hold on, wait a minute though. Super Bowl champs, right? We done had 3-game losing streaks. So that don't mean everybody gonna go through a bump in the road, mama. You know what I'm saying?
I get that.
You know what I think it is? It's been so long y'all been wanting this success for so long.
So long. And we riding along thinking it's gonna happen this year. Everybody's excited, and we got to 8-2. We're like, oh man, we cooking. And then all of a sudden we start losing.
Yeah.
And now we can talk about that forever. But then the thing that gets me, you go and get Old Man River. I'm like,
you ain't like Old Man Rivers? You don't like Old Man Rivers?
In his day. So all he did to me, he carried us on through. That's about it. And they didn't have enough confidence in Riley Leonard. And I think Riley Leonard could have did something.
This is what I say though, mama. This is what I say. Me and E was talking about this too. I had told Ryan Clark said the same thing because E sent me what Ryan Clark said that I said on the show. You know what I mean? I try to stay away from first take and stuff because I want to have my own mind. You know what I mean? I know what you doing? Oh, you Stephen A. Smith. We can get to that. You know what I mean? But I try to stay away like from the shows so I can have my own mind and I can have my own topics. I know that they may not even hear it, right? But I don't want. You know, it's like you got a spot on your shirt, but nobody's gonna know it, but you know it. It's like if I watch their show, I'm like, oh, let me write that down. Let me use that question. I feel like I cheated. You know, do that? I feel like I cheated, so I use my own mind, you know, all the time. You know what I'm saying?
You still have your own mind,
right? But Ryan Clark has said, and you're right about that too. You're right about that. But Ryan Clark has said the same thing I said. I said that's messed up. They should have gave Riley Leonard a chance. This dude been here through all the summer, the workouts, training camp, and everything else. Phillip Rivers been out for 5 years. He available for the Hall of Fame. You fat, out of shape. You looking like an old grandpa. You
that was embarrassing.
You know, I mean, yeah. I mean, listen, it was a good experience for his athletes to come see him in the game. You know what I mean? That part was nice. His kids seeing him. He got about 10 kids, 11 kids now?
Yeah, 50, 11. I don't know.
He got a start 11 football team right now. You know what I'm saying? But I think that part was nice, but I think they did Riley Leonard dirty. I said that though. I did. Because if I was there, I'm like, dang, I've been here the whole time.
Yeah, okay. Back up. Come on, back up. His name is Backup. What?
Yeah.
You brought this old man in here for what?
Yeah. This is also what I said. They said, okay, they brought him in here, but it's crunch time now. We want somebody that know the game, that can read defenses. Listen, I'm just saying what I think
He can't even run.
He ain't never been a runner though.
His
mama.
arm's not all that either.
It ain't no more. It ain't. It's
okay,
not.
then. Riley Leonard got both.
They
I didn't even try.
Okay. I'm with you.
So yeah, if I was Riley Leonard, I'd be real ticked off. They didn't give me an opportunity. I think that's one of the problems with the Colts to me.
Okay, what's that?
I mean, when you need to use what you got.
Yeah.
And when you paying these people.
Yeah.
You paying them the money for.
Yeah.
I mean, and even we can go back to Sam Ehlinger. I'm not saying, okay, here we go. I'm not saying Sam Ehlinger was the best.
He absolutely was not. Not even nowhere near close to nothing.
Well, you don't never really get to see what somebody can do until you really get.
Mama.
How many games did he play? How many times did he start? How often did he come off the bench?
Mama, you know, you could look at Sam Ehlinger and be like, yeah, that dude, he ain't hit no nothing. No, well, that dude ain't hit no nothing. You know, Sam Ehlinger ain't lead nobody.
Opinion.
Okay, Sam Ehlinger ain't lead nobody nowhere. You know that.
Well, I'm saying you should have gave him more of a chance.
You would be going home.
Okay, just like
Riley Leonard better than Sam Ehlinger.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. And that ain't saying much. You know what I'm saying?
Riley Leonard is a good ball player.
Do you think that would be Seattle if Riley Leonard was there?
I don't know.
You don't think? Remember y'all?
Well.
Y'all went out to Seattle. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all went out there. So you think y'all beat? Do you think y'all can win more games with Riley Leonard than y'all did with Phillip Rivers?
Yes.
Because of the throwing, because of a stronger arm and younger legs?
Yes,
He
absolutely.
do got some legs on him.
He's mobile. He's got some speed with him, and he's got an arm on him.
So back to Daniel Jones. And you basically think it's somebody else that was better, like a Kyler Murray. That's because I remember you said you wanted Kyler Murray, but he in Minnesota now. You know what I mean? So I think Kyler Murray would probably would have fit good.
No, I'm saying, look at the Colts quarterback situation.
Yeah.
And we ain't gonna bring AR up yet because I got a mouthful.
Oh my God.
Okay, hold on. Okay, we need a solution to what we have going on here.
Okay.
Because if you don't have a good quarterback, you're not gonna win.
No.
You're not gonna win.
No.
And if the quarterback can't play, I don't care how good your players are. They're gonna make him look. I mean, if this quarterback is not as good, but he don't have a supporting cast that he needs to make him look good, it's gonna looks like he can't do nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've had all this roller coaster ever since Andrew Luck left.
That's who you need to be blaming.
Hold on.
Blame Andrew Luck. You know what?
Colts, you gonna let me talk on this one? No.
Blame Andrew. He quit. Walked on up out of here. Just walk. Get your step. And what Martin say? Get the step. Walked on up out of here.
That's not what. Look.
The Saints quit marching out.
Okay.
That's what he did. He didn't march in. He marched out.
Let me tell you something right now. He didn't quit. Hold on. This is the problem that I felt there was a problem for Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck was sacked on top of sacked on top of sacked. Mama, what? You didn't see how often. Now, I don't have a stat sheet or nothing in front of me to see how many. Whoa. He would stay on the ground too much. Hold on. And I don't think that he had the supporting cast that he needed. There is no way that he shouldn't have been as beat up and injured as he was. I just don't feel like he had what he needed. And I think that the general manager at that time, I don't think that he knew how to pick it. I don't think he knew how to build it. And he folding up in the end zone with lacerated kidney or whatever that was he had.
Mama.
And he played injured for a long time.
To his own fault, though. He up trying to run over linebackers and run PB.
Okay,
he ain't running out of bounds. He don't want to slide.
But still, he played injured for a long time.
Slide to the right.
Okay, yeah, but he played injured for a long time. Okay, now here we are. We have a man who has a family.
Oh, my God.
Now listen. See, this is the thing with football fans. We want the players to play as long as they can play. Yeah. But then when they get injured or something was to happen and they just can't even play no more, oh, we feel bad for them.
Whoa.
But hold on. But when he made his decision to go, just think of if he had fallen or something, got paralyzed or whatever in the game, or whatever, then what y'all gonna think of him?
Hold on, I want to ask you a question. Can I ask you a question? Was he thinking about all of that when he was trying to run dudes on? Andrew Luck is not a small guy. He was dang on near 250.
He's like Josh Allen.
Yes, and Cam Newton.
Okay, I get that.
Cam Newton got more cuts
but
and everything.
But it comes a time when it comes to injury, when it's too much injury, and you all beat up and all that. And sometimes, if for the sake of you having a good quality of life, it's time to go.
So that means just walk out in the middle of the season.
No, that's not the way.
Cut out.
Hold on, that's not the way he was going to do it. Adam Schefter is the one who leaked all that in the middle of the game.
And that is Adam Schefter's job.
A whole nother way that he was going to do it.
Adam Schefter, don't you get on Adam Schefter. He's the insider. He's doing his
I
job.
don't care.
Schefter.
Because of Adam Schefter.
Do your thing, Schefter.
Yeah, whatever.
Do your
because
thing,
of Adam Schefter,
let him know you just
going to quit. The whole stadium booing him.
Let him know.
It makes him look like, okay, well, thanks for all I did do for this city.
Better let him know. What T.R. say? Let him know. He let him know real quick. He about to walk out the door and quit.
No.
That's Andrew Luck.
For all we know, the Colts probably was going to get ready to cut him anyway.
For what? He still had $87 million left on his deal. You remember Jim Irsay let him have the money.
So?
What you mean?
But the dude was beat up.
I need that money back.
The dude his situation with his physical health was worse than what we even knew.
So I just want to know, why are we quitting during the season?
Like I said. Okay. Let me ask you this. Okay, you going to work every day and you got a physical job.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, that's what I be doing. That's what I do. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. Now,
big dog,
you get injured or whatever. Just say, unfortunately, you have a stroke or something.
Come on. Whoa, that ain't the same thing.
Okay, let's say you have an injury.
What kind of injury?
One of your arms.
Play through it.
You lose all your strength of one of your arms or something.
Throw it.
Okay, so
get therapy. Get in there.
No, first of all, your employer,
millions of dollars a year.
You
Get back
cannot
in there.
perform the job that you've been hired to perform. You either gonna have to go on disability or they're gonna get you out the door.
We ain't got 24 hour around the clock treatment like Andrew Luck. They got millions of things.
That's beside the point.
Get your arm right.
It was a medical health situation. And he decided that it was more important for me to have a better quality of life and be able to lift my children and enjoy with my family than to go through all of this. Now, hold on. And Jim Irsay left the door open for him and told him he was welcome to come back. But then he finally decided or let him know that he wasn't coming. I don't blame him from the way those fans did him at that game. I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
Okay, so look, at the end of the day, blame Andrew Luck. No. Because listen, hold on. You quit, and then he left the door open. Had your time to get your body right. Had your time to get your body right. Had the time to get your body right, and you didn't want to do it. And you gonna come out.
Maybe he was enjoying civilian life better than football. Maybe
I tell you
done with it.
Do you know what?
You can't make nobody do nothing they don't want to do. If you don't want to do it, you ain't got the fire for it no more. Then adios, next man up.
Cool. Then I tell you what. Then also blame Jim Irsay because that $87 million that he gave to Andrew Luck, you could have put that back in the salary cap and got somebody else. So blame him too. Well, blame him and Andrew.
I don't know what.
Don't be blaming no Adam Schefter.
Well, I don't blame Andrew Luck. I do not blame Andrew Luck.
You blame Adam Schefter.
He should have kept his mouth shut.
He an insider.
Whatever.
As soon as that's how, Mama. Hold on. That's how he make his name. He's been doing this since 1990. Been there over 30 years.
I mean, I get it. NFL's a dog business. I get that. But Andrew Luck even said that's not what he had planned to do. That's not how he had planned to go out.
We don't know that. We don't know that. That's what he said afterwards.
Yeah, he was.
We don't know that. He just left him out to dry.
No.
You know how back in the day we had no dryer, hang the remember inside the house over on Windsor, just hang the clothes up and back on the clothesline. He just left the coach out to dry.
If it hadn't been leaked,
yep,
he would have been able to. Yes, he was going to leave, but they would have been able to have time to get everything together in the background so they can have everything lined up and how they were going to do this thing. And so then in comes my boy Jacoby Brissett. That's a whole nother ball of wax.
Okay. What you mean? What was he gonna do for y'all? He a good backup.
There you go.
He a good backup.
You said it yourself. Yep.
What?
Yeah. He's a good backup.
So you want?
But I think Jacoby Brissett was doing pretty decent until he got hurt, came back, and they didn't work with him too much longer. After that, they were like, okay,
time to
goodbye.
Go.
Yeah.
All right. That's cool. So. I mean, listen, Daniel Jones is going to be back this year. He's going to be back this year. You feel what I'm saying? But we're going to get back to Daniel Jones, and we'll get back, to all of that type of stuff. But let's get to your other quarterback that you drafted in 2023, who I said from the get-go, listen, I told Eric, I told E that they were going to draft Anthony Richardson. I told him that because you got Shane Steichen, and he like, man, first of all, you got Shane Steichen that came from a situation with us in Philly with Jalen Hurts back there. He did help develop Jalen Hurts. He did. You feel what I'm saying? Well, they probably looking at it like, man.
It's like a drink out of my Colts cup.
I would never drink out of that cup. I would just drink out of a puddle of dirty, muddy water outside in rain before I drink out of that. What is that foot? Look at it. I don't even want to touch it. Turn it around. What did it say? For the shoe. This is all I need right here. In Philly, we don't need all that right there. We dirty with it.
Yeah, whatever.
Dirty, rough and rugged with it. You don't need all that.
Probably Philly fans watching you right now with Philly cups.
Quit talking crazy. But listen, Anthony Richardson. I ain't drinking out of that. We ain't drinking out of that cup right there. Anthony Richardson. I said he was going to draft it because you leave in a situation with Jalen Hurts, you can run the RPO, do all of that, and they probably felt that Shane Steichen could develop Anthony Richardson. I said that he is not a good quarterback.
You said it.
I did say it. You know what I'm saying? But everybody else, including you know what I'm saying, was telling me, I don't know, yeah, he is. You don't know what you're talking about. He ain't getting a fair shake. All this other stuff. I'm going to
tell you why.
Hold on, wait a minute. All this other stuff. He got opportunities. He was doing the same. Like the four tops. He was doing it, getting hurt like he did in high school and he did in college. Couldn't throw in high school, couldn't throw in college. That's all he was doing. Was 6 and 7 his last year in Florida. And now that he's not, they got Daniel Jones. You know Daniel Jones is the future for the Colts?
No, not to me.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll tell you what.
Hey.
Let me say this. He's going to be the quarterback for the foreseeable future.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, he better come with it then. Because I'm tired of sitting here seeing the Colts lose year after year. I'm ready to win. I'm not talking about 8-2 and drop. I'm not talking about that. Stop, drop, and roll. I ain't talking about that. I ain't talking about 8-2 and drop. I want a winning season.
Oh,
but
man.
we still, even after 8-2, we still didn't even make the playoffs. Didn't win the division. Come on.
Ma, it's not going to be perfect. Then he got hurt.
Okay, but
what if he won the last four? They won the last 4 games.
Well, look.
And he wasn't hurt.
8-2, and we dropped. Okay, somebody sorry, Phillip Rivers wasn't it. Riley Leonard could at least got us to the playoffs or to the division. That's my opinion.
All right, cool. That's your opinion. But now that Daniel Jones is here, you know what I'm saying?
Anthony Richardson should be at the helm anyway.
Oh my! I'm glad you said so. He should be at the helm. So let me ask you.
Yes, I'm gonna tell you why.
But hold on, no. He requested a trade. So let's let him.
Now he is. Do you blame him? Do you blame him?
I want to know why he requested a trade.
He ain't getting no play time.
Hold on. What? I would trade.
Hold on. Go back. Go back. Back it up. And jump.
Shut Anthony. Hold on. I'm not trading. I'm not giving up my janitor for Anthony Richardson.
Okay, hold on. Like, okay, now let's do this current day because I brought along a little something here.
Before you get to that, should he remain with the Colts or should he be traded? That's the question right there. So go ahead, take it away.
I think that Anthony Richardson should remain with the Colts.
Okay,
why? I'm gonna tell you why. First of all, and they didn't. I just don't think the Colts put enough into developing. Hold on. Let me finish. Let Mama finish. Okay, now. When you think back, and I'm gonna use Reggie Wayne for an example, okay, and how he's developing his wide receiver core.
Okay,
Alec Pierce will catch anything you throw his way.
Yeah,
and he's been mentioned and he's been complimented for the way he handles his. He's working with them. They're developing them.
Right,
they're doing good.
Right.
Okay, the same thing should be okay. Now, case in point, Fernando Mendoza. Okay. Getting ready to most likely be drafted first round, number 1 overall pick.
Yep.
Gonna be drafted to the
Raiders.
I know.
Yeah.
He's gonna be drafted to.
Look, Mama know. Mama, she know. Don't say nothing. I know. You know what I'm saying? Look.
I know. I'm older. I'm 60. I'm adjusting. Come on. I know that he's going to the Las Vegas Raiders, number 1 overall pick. Yeah. Now, they may not play him the first season as a starter. They brought in the veteran, Kirk Cousins. I know. They brought in Kirk Cousins, and Kirk Cousins, he's that veteran that he's gonna learn from.
Okay.
Now, let me tell you this. What
you got over there?
All new quarterbacks out of college don't play. I was reading about this thing.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers spent his first 3 seasons backing up Brett Favre. Wasn't starting. 3 seasons. Three. Patrick Mahomes started only the final game of his rookie season.
Let me write these names down.
Tom Brady, drafted in the 6th round. He played in only 1 game as a rookie. Phillip Rivers sat behind Drew Brees for most of his first year. Jordan Love did not start or appear in a game during his rookie season.
Okay.
Oh, but wait, there's more. Carson Palmer spent his entire first season on the sideline.
Okay.
Chad Pennington back in 2000 sat his first 2 seasons before taking over as a starter.
Okay.
Jason Campbell did not start a game in his rookie year. Dante Culpepper, I used to love him, did not start a game his rookie year.
Shouldn't have.
But then there's J.J. McCarthy, who didn't get to start because of injury. Now, why didn't they start them from rookie season as a starter? Now, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Fire Marshal Bill.
Let me tell you something.
Fire Marshal Bill.
And you used to love that too.
Yeah, for sure. Living color. Shout out to Keenan Wayne. What is it? Keenan Wayans? Keenan Wayans and the family.
Yeah.
Keenan Ivory Wayans and the crew.
Yeah, because, now, if you think about it, all these that didn't start their rookie season, why didn't they? They were developing them. Now, and if they knew that AR5 had only started X amount of games.
He got a nickname?
Ladies and gentlemen, the Colts knew that he hadn't started a whole bunch of games in his college career, but yet they saw his athleticism and they saw potential in him. Okay, now I know that I'm on the outside looking in. I'm not at training camp. I'm not at practice, but this is what I think. All that stuff I just mentioned, these guys are getting they're getting conditioned before they let them start a season.
Okay,
who did that for him? Knowing that he didn't have that much experience like that, hush, let mama finish. They put him out there. And he was getting injured. Okay, one thing, and then but then again too.
What's new? What's new?
Maybe they should have sat him the whole rookie season behind a pro veteran.
Mama, what you gonna get injured in your second year? He been getting injured since high school.
My question is not that. That's not about. My question was, why didn't the Colts sit him?
Who did you have to sit him behind?
Okay,
maybe Andrew Luck would have walked out the door.
No, Kirk Cousins wasn't in Las Vegas. He was a free agent
at that time.
No, yeah, but I'm talking with Mendoza. He wasn't. He just they just picked him up.
But,
so who was Mendoza going to be behind? You didn't know. You don't know, do you?
What I'm saying is this. The Colts didn't have a quarterback. So they drafted him, and boom, that's what they had to work with.
So you tell me, where was Riley Leonard?
Oh, he wasn't in the league yet.
Okay.
He wasn't in the league yet. I think you should blame the Colts. Go ahead, finish up.
I still feel like okay. I still feel because look at the LA Raiders. I mean, I'll say LA, the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yep.
They didn't have a quarterback.
Okay.
Geno Smith's gone.
Yeah.
Okay. But they went and got someone. Hey, you get here.
All right, let me ask you a question.
There's a lot of
I need to see the available quarterbacks in 2023 when it was drafted because I don't think it was no quarterbacks of. No. Was Russell Wilson available? I can't remember. I don't remember the quarterbacks that were available around that time in the draft. You know what I'm saying? In the 2023 NFL draft, I don't know which quarterbacks was actually available. Like veteran quarterbacks that he can learn from. So, I don't think Russell Wilson was available. I don't think Sam Darnold wasn't even. No, Sam Darnold, he was still in. I think he was in San Francisco.
I probably shouldn't make this statement, but because I'm not sure at that time frame who was and who wasn't. But I'm willing to bet you that there was a free agent or someone out there experienced it was good enough for him to sit behind for rookie season. Not old man Rivers. I'm not saying, but hey, I will say he was a good quarterback with the LA Chargers.
Yeah.
He was a good quarterback.
Yeah.
I'm not going to knock that. And when he was with us the first time, he did good.
Yeah, he was younger.
Yeah. But you don't go get somebody that been laying up on the couch and drinking Modelo's for however many years and go bring him in. Come on now.
So you want Anthony Richardson to stay?
He should stay.
And you got Daniel Jones. You got Danny Dimes.
Okay, well,
Danny dropping dimes.
Okay, well, let's do this then. If they're gonna do that, keep him behind him to learn. Then let's do this thing right,
Mama.
Let's do this thing right.
Let me ask you a question. When you put him, you said put him behind Daniel Jones so he can learn.
He's a veteran.
Okay,
and
cool.
You talked about how good he is. MVP conversation.
They
been talking all about him. He been talking all about him. Yeah, and whoever brought up the MVP, he wasn't even nowhere near MVP.
Yes, he was in the MVP conversation.
I heard the conversation, but I knew it wasn't gonna be.
I mean, maybe he wasn't gonna win it, but for Daniel Jones to be in the MVP conversation coming from the New York Giants,
you know why they was doing that?
Why?
Because the Colts had lost for so long.
Man, no, he was balling.
So he ought to be
MVP. No. He was balling.
Yeah, talk like he Lamar Jackson or somebody. You know that ain't right.
No, he's not Lamar. But I'm saying he was balling though. Was he not balling for y'all?
I'm sorry, it just wasn't impressing me.
Okay, cool. So, but Anthony Richardson is. And you see something. Hold on. So what? You see something in Anthony Richardson that you don't see in Daniel Jones?
I'm not saying. I'm just saying. I just don't think they put enough time and development into him.
I just
don't think they did.
I'll tell you what. I believe they did, but you know what hurt it? Injuries hurt it because he can't stay on the football field.
That's true. Now that's true.
Now here's another thing right here, though, Mama. Anthony Richardson, that arm. It's terrible. That arm.
It's not the arm is terrible. The timing.
I'm gonna say it again. That
timing.
arm. No, that arm is terrible. The arm. I know. Listen,
he has good arm strength.
No. That right there. That's the problem right there.
And he can run.
No. Let me talk.
He's a big guy.
No. Let me talk.
He's strong.
Hold on. Whoa. I'll let you talk. I'll let you talk. He is. He's strong. He all of that. But see, he got that Andrew Luck syndrome. He don't like to slide. He like trying to run over people. He ain't shifty.
Don't talk him and Andrew Luck.
Whoa. I'm saying he got that Andrew Luck syndrome to where he don't want to slide. He like to try to run over people because he's big and because he's strong.
That's his style of football.
And that's
just like trying to tell Lamar Jackson to stop scrambling.
I'll tell you what, then your style of football is going to be on the sideline where you're at now because you don't know how to slide. But at the end of the day, mama, wait a minute.
Work with him.
You don't think they working with that man in training camp? He got all of the reps.
Okay, somebody out there know what I'm trying to say.
Let me ask you a question.
Some people out there know what I'm saying.
Let me ask you a question.
Somebody believe what I'm saying.
Let me ask you a question. How did Daniel Jones come there doing that in the same system, but Anthony Richardson did? He looked like a bum. I need to know. Because he's not a good quarterback. Okay. Listen, mama, I said since.
Okay, hold on.
You gonna let me finish?
Hold on.
You're just telling me to be quiet and everything. You cut me off.
I know, dude. I know. Peyton Manning, 3-13.
Oh, my God.
And look at him. Hall of Famer.
Look, mama, the people that you named.
We started off losing with Peyton Manning.
Ma.
But they put the time into they could have let him go. But no, they hung with him.
Ma.
But hold on, when you put in the sufficient amount of time, and then after that nothing works, I get it. Okay, but this is how many seasons?
They're going on 4.
Okay.
Going on 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. But this is the last year rookie contract.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
And I wouldn't pick up a 5th-year option. What am I picking it up for?
Okay. This we can drag this on forever, but this is what I hope.
But wait, I didn't get to finish.
Okay. I'm gonna let you have.
Okay. Go ahead.
This is what I hope.
Okay. Talk to me about whole AR5 with the nickname he shouldn't have. Keep going.
This is what I hope.
AR5.
I really do because
what is this guy?
I think that they picked him in the first round, 4th overall for a reason.
No,
somebody saw something.
No.
So then they were hold on.
Go ahead.
And they were talking all across the league, although you didn't agree. There's other people who felt that he was good and deserved to be drafted.
And that's what
I did hear some people say he probably wasn't ready. But he was. I think that was a good thing for him to be able to do that. Okay, now what I hope is that one of these days, I mean, I really do, because when you think about it, what is it? Tom Brady?
Yeah.
16 was it 16th round?
6th round.
It's
only 7 rounds.
That's right. 6 rounds.
6 rounds.
He was way in. Brock Purdy, he was the last pick, wasn't he?
Yeah, second to last. I think second to last, something like that. I think so. Somewhere around there.
But they waited their turn. Look what they did. Tom Brady is the GOAT. Now, we can't dispute that.
No, absolutely not.
Okay, but this is what I hope, and I'm going to end this conversation.
Okay.
I hope that one day that somebody picks up Anthony Richardson.
What about the coach?
If they don't want him, let somebody who knows how to do player development.
Now the coach doesn't know how to play development.
Somebody who knows how.
Hold on.
To get hope. Okay. And then the day comes when they play the Eagles.
What?
And Anthony Richardson starts out on that field.
Man, you
got for 350. Throwing them touchdowns, and I hope that he can do like my guy Gardner Minshew.
Wow!
Throwing that rock in the end zone. Y'all thought I wasn't gonna do that
against us.
Yeah, and boy, I will never let you live that down
because they beat us.
Never, I will never let you live that down.
First of all, you're dreaming. It was all a dream. It was all what Keisha Cole say. Dreaming.
No, it's more. I like. It's more like Vanessa Williams. I'll be dreaming.
Oh my God! Listen, I'm glad you got. Listen, dream big. Because that's got to be a humongous dream in order for that to come through. In order for him to go out there and throw 350, it must be backups and upon backups upon backups upon backup. They had dudes out there that was from the grocery store that was playing or something like that. For him to go out there and throw for 350. Now, let me finish what I got to say so we can move on. And like I said, you somebody, they gotta develop them. These guys sat behind the quarterback all these years. You naming guys that's like that. Aaron Rodgers, Pat Mahomes, Tom Brady, Phillip Rivers, Jordan Love, Carson Palmer, Chad Pennington, Jason Campbell. He was the backup. He was the backup too. But Dante Culpepper and JJ McCarthy. I don't even want to mention Dante Culpepper and JJ McCarthy. But the guys that I previously named, those guys is like that. And you can look at those guys and be like, woo, with some development. Oh, he that dog. He like that. You don't see that in Anthony. I'm not finished. I'll let you go. You don't see that in Anthony Richardson. You ain't sitting up here saying, yeah, well, that's some development. He going to lead us to the promised land. Anthony Richardson going to lead us to the promised land. Mama. No, that arm, like I said before, that arm is trash. He be missing dudes. I done seen Alec Pierce across the middle open 10 times, and he throwing it up too high. Wait a minute. He throwing it too far, or he throwing it in the dirt. Well, I'm not done. I didn't see Adonai Mitchell get overthrown and underthrown.
Don't bring up I'm
not done.
We ain't going to start on AD
I'm not done yet.
Do not.
I'm not done. I didn't see.
You wasn't going to catch it no way.
I didn't see Josh Downs. All wide open. Okay. Anthony Richardson missing everybody. I mean, God need to place the ball there for him. And we know he ain't coming down here doing that. So his arm talent is terrible. Y'all keep talking about, he's strong. We know he can throw it real far in the ocean. But this is not throwing. We ain't at Atlantic City no more. We in Atlantic City. You know what I'm saying? And throwing a rock, skipping rocks in the ocean. Mama, let me ask you a question then. Look, Daniel Jones looked the way he looked in New York. You would say, well, they're not developing them right. He come to the Colts the first year. Whoa, MVP discussion. Okay. Is that not development? So how come Anthony Richardson, that was under that system for years and just couldn't get it done?
Okay.
He's not and he talking about he want to get traded. Traded to where, fool?
Somewhere where they're going to put some time into him and give him some opportunity. I don't blame him.
Put him in the CFL, niggas. That old NFL team going to want that, man. For what? What is he going to do for him? What are he going to do?
Okay. Keep hope alive, Anthony Richardson. Don't give up.
Oh, my God, man. All right. So, look, it's clear that you still don't agree with me about the Anthony Richardson situation. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool.
And you know what? I want to see what's going to happen after his last year on the rookie contract.
He's going to be on the bench.
Okay.
And if I tell you what, he might have an opportunity to start. You know what? This is what I'm hoping. You come out here dreaming and everything like Vanessa Williams and all that. Then I'm going to tell you what my dream is, okay? I dream that Daniel Jones is not ready to come back off that torn Achilles for the first 6 weeks.
He ain't.
Whoa, I'm just saying, for the first 6 weeks or more. And you got, what's his name? What's his nickname? What's AR? What's his jersey number? I forgot his jersey number. What's his number? What's his number? What's his number? Oh, AR5.
I got 5 on it.
I want to see AR5 in the starting role at the beginning of the season because Daniel Jones is not ready to come back completely from that torn Achilles, and I want to see what the coach going to be doing.
This would be an opportunity for him to show what he can do.
And hold on, let me ask you a question. Hold on, before you go.
At the end of his rookie contract, if it ain't working, it just ain't working, then he can move on and somebody else. Okay, bottom line is, I hope that something can happen for Anthony Richardson. That's what I think. Okay.
I hope he come back start of the season so we can see. I know what it's going to be. I know what it is. But if y'all want to see it again, go ahead and be crying and you're 1-5 or you're going to be 0-6.
Yeah.
Mess with Anthony Richardson.
And okay, I'm not even gonna dispute that.
All right, go then.
Because I just think that something could have before now.
Okay.
Okay.
So
I don't know what they're doing behind the scenes. I don't know what kind of workout he's got. I don't know what they're doing.
It ain't working. Whatever it is, it ain't working.
Okay.
Get a new backup. Go get a new backup. Right. He ain't the guy. Cool. All right, look. But look though. So assuming because they saying Daniel Jones is hitting now. One thing about Daniel Jones, I will say, is he is a hard worker.
Yeah.
Blue collar.
Yes,
he come to work every day with his hard hat.
And he's serious.
Yeah, he's serious about getting better. He ain't no guy that's flashy. And when he's not saying there's anything wrong with dressing to impress. I'm just saying he's the guy that's gonna come to work with his hard hat and his boot, jeans and t-shirt. Don't matter if it got holes in it, and gonna give you everything
he's serious
he got.
about the game.
And they saying that he is attacking his offseason and been attacking his offseason rehab. Right now, we're gonna assume. Because go ahead.
Okay, one other thing. Let's talk about being serious about the game.
Okay.
Now I'm all serious about this.
Okay.
Now I really do think I think that they should have tried to. Again, maybe they did try. I don't know, and it just wasn't working. I get that. And NFL is big money business. You got to put up or shut up in the NFL. I get that.
Yep.
So if he's just not going to cut it, he's just not going to cut it.
Okay.
But I just want to I want to be able to know that they did what they could do to try to develop the young fella. And also the maturity level. He don't have the maturity level of Daniel Jones.
No. That's
because
a problem.
we've seen some stuff out of him that's a little childish.
But that's why he ain't playing.
I get it.
But listen.
But there are a lot of quarterbacks who have made faux pas in their game and they bounce back from them.
Okay, but Mom.
Okay, so we gonna stay on this AR thing forever and ever. I'm not gonna change my stand. I just think, but if they cannot develop him and there's just nothing after that rookie contract, then hey, we tried. We sorry. Okay, we'll see you now. Okay.
All right.
And maybe it may take for him to go to a CFL or something like that and try. But the years going by, he's gonna get older and older. But one thing I did say, I hope they take the money and run.
All right. Well, listen.
Go on, take the money and run.
All right. So look, assuming though, we talked about that he's attacking his off-season workout, and with the way technology is today, people are coming back from those Achilles injuries. Back in the day, you tear an ACL or Achilles, your career is over.
Yeah.
It was a wrap. Nobody, I'm not gonna say nobody, but it wasn't a huge amount of people, or even it's a small amount of guys that's from back in the 70s, 80s, 90s, and even early 2000s that got ACL and Achilles injuries that came back big themselves. We got a guy like Kevin Durant, tore his Achilles back in 2022, if I'm not mistaken, or 2019, somewhere around that early 2020s.
Yeah, Hallie's coming back.
Yeah, and he came back looking like he never left. Hallie, he's going to be back. But you got Jason Tatum. He tore his Achilles in last year's playoffs. Mama, he came back 200 days ahead of time because of technology. And obviously, you got to have a work ethic, too.
And Aaron Rodgers' old self.
Yeah, for sure. He came back the very next year, right? And started the season, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yep.
But assuming Daniel Jones is one of those guys, he's ready. He's 100% ready. Technology, and along with working hard and hitting that rehab and training real hard. What are your expectations for next season for the Indianapolis Colts? Is it just because it's been 5 years, and hopefully for your sake, you talk all the time. Hopefully for your sake, it's not 6 years because you're gonna have to hear from me. You understand? But hopefully, so it's not 6 years.
I got a comment on that.
That's fine. Hold on, real quick. Now, is it because it's been so long? Is it just like, man, let's just win a division and let's just go from there, or is it like, nah, we need to do what we was doing last year and with the hopes we had last year and go do it again, go win the division, make the playoffs, go to the conference championship, and go to the Super Bowl? Like, what are your expectations for the Colts, assuming Daniel Jones comes back healthy to start the season?
Okay, well, if he's healthy and he's ready to play and keeping that serious about the game, and he's going to go back to the way he was playing when he first started with the Colts.
So no bumps in the road.
I mean, it's always, I'm not saying we're going to go 17-0 or whatever it is this year, 17-0. I'm not saying that.
Okay.
But we want to get to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Of course, I want to win it all like we did back in 2006.
Ooh, how long ago was it? Keep going.
But we did it though.
No.
And then a couple years later, we went back again
and got blasted.
But we went though.
Tracy Porter.
We went though.
Pick six.
Okay, y'all didn't win last year.
Who?
Y'all didn't.
We won just 2 years ago.
I know, but still.
Recent.
That's all right. It
dominant fashion.
It don't matter.
Dominant 40 to 22.
Okay, let me tell you, every team is gonna go through their dry season.
Yeah, we had that.
You going to yours too.
Yeah, we've had it. We just had it a few years ago. 2019, 2020, 2021. We had it.
Yeah. And Mahomes and them, I'm sick of that too.
You keep saying y'all ain't winning this year.
That's
What y'all doing?
That's all right. Hey.
Y'all
like I said.
Hey, hold on. If the team ain't made the playoffs in multiple years, don't be talking about what we ain't doing.
Well, hey,
y'all been sitting right on this couch.
But I didn't lie. I'm telling you what it is.
I'll tell you what. Lucas Oil Stadium is open for business in January because it ain't no games going on. You want to party? You want to throw a monster truck event? Go ahead, go there. Ain't nothing going on.
I still bleed blue. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, always root on the home team.
That doesn't matter.
The Colts.
It's people in
the Pacers,
New York that are
IU,
Purdue, 49er
Notre Dame
fans. It's people in. You know what? The Colts ain't got a big fan base like that. That's the problem. Y'all fan base is in Indiana. Philly. No, Philly. We go to Brazil. Gonna look like a home game. Look like a home game out there in Brazil. We go out there to California. Look like a home game.
Did you not see our
look like a home game?
You are out of your mind. Did you not see our overseas game?
Everybody from here traveled over there.
No. Those fans over there. Oh my God.
Everybody from the state of Indiana drove over there. No. Can we get a group fare tickets?
Go back and read the story.
No.
Go back and read the story.
They don't want to read it.
Anyway.
I tell you like this. When has the last time y'all Colts fan has invaded a stadium? We invade stadiums. Now, Colts fans don't invade stadiums.
Okay. Did you look at the daggone when we were winning?
What?
How that people were traveling?
Mom,
you wasn't paying attention.
Man, you had 15 jerseys in the crowd.
No, that's not true.
You
that's
look
not
at us.
true.
It's a whole fleet of green.
Whatever.
Whole fleet of birds flying, eagles flying everywhere.
Yeah, whatever.
It's a fan base. You can root for whoever you want to root. So let me ask you a question. So you could be from Pittsburgh. Snoop Dogg from Pittsburgh. He's a Steelers fan.
Your sister lives in Boston, but she better not put on a Patriots jersey.
Snoop is from Cali, from the West Coast, but he a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. What's wrong with you? Like who you like, Mama?
Your sister living in Boston, but she bet not put on a Patriots jersey or the Celtics.
Mama, what she can root for? She want to root for. It's called fan base. It's called a fan base.
I get it. I'm just joking. That's the beauty of the NFL, because you have all these 32 teams in the NFL. Yep. Okay. And there are some people before the Colts even had a team, they were loyal to a team. But when the Colts came here, they didn't jump ship and go with their team. They stayed. Go with the Colts. They stayed with their team. You have Cowboys fans.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my sister-in-law, Cakes, big old Cowboys fan.
Sure is.
Come on, Cakes.
Sure is.
Hey, but that's her.
I know she crying. I mean, she been crying since 95. Okay, yeah, it's been 30 years. They ain't did nothing. She been tears every year.
Yeah, but
crying since 95.
But again, she's not a bandwagon jumper. She stayed with her team.
You know what I'm gonna call? I'm gonna get her a shirt made to put the Cowboys on the front, say the cry from 95.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's been 31 years. It's gonna be another year this year. Tell her I said it.
Anyway.
I might want to go watch the game.
Okay, anyway, whatever. Okay, let's go back to what we talked about, the expectation for this year with the Colts. Okay, now I have expectations every year.
That's
you hope. It's
okay.
Okay, you know what? Okay, it's like more so I have hope every year. Keep hope alive.
Okay. That's better.
Yeah, but
that's better.
Okay, so and I hope that we are going to be able to build a team that's going to win. Okay, I want to go all the way.
Yeah.
But just considering everything that we've been through all these years, if we can get to the playoffs, that's going to be a relief.
Yeah.
Now then, okay, after that, okay, now let's go on, take it further. So that's what I'm talking about. That's what we need. I'm just sick of having to leave the game early, the season early, and don't make it into the postseason. That's what I'm tired of. I'm ready, ready for that. I'm ready to win.
So so basically, like I said, you at least want to make the playoffs.
Yeah, for
At least, I mean, listen.
Like I said, I want to go all the way. I don't want the team not even to creep in the door of the playoffs.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So I creep.
Yeah.
I don't want to be creep. Can't even creep in the door of the place.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, open up the door. Come on in. You know.
Yeah. Daniel Jones had it open for y'all till he got hurt.
Okay, well,
had it wide open.
Okay,
walk on in there, AFC South champions.
Okay, hey.
But hold on. But you better watch out, because them Titans, they about to say something. They will say something this year with Robert Saleh, the defensive coordinator from the San Francisco 49ers, and he knows how to coach defense. He will have a say-so. I'm not saying they're going to win the division. What I'm saying is the AFC South, it ain't about the, you know how for years it was the Colts division.
Dominant, yes.
It was dominated because Houston, Texas wasn't doing that. It was just starting. They are now, right? And the Titans and the Jag. The Titans are on their way, Mama.
Yes, they are.
They on their way. He is making the moves on defense.
I'm sick of Jacksonville.
He's making the moves on defense and they got the draft picks coming up too. I love
DeMeco Ryans, but I want to beat you.
Yeah, for sure. So, like I said, you want to make the playoffs and you want to go all the way, but at least you want to get in the dance. You at least want to get in the door of the playoffs. You want to be playing in January at least.
But I know you are not going to agree with this. I know you are not.
What?
I'm going back to the quarterback situation. I meant to say this
God.
earlier. I meant to say it earlier. You know who would have done? I mean, I don't know. These people are probably listening to me thinking I'm crazy, but these are my opinions.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about women and watching football.
Okay.
Now I'm saying, I just really think Malik Willis would have came and done us a solid. Because first of all, when you put somebody in the right culture, every team's culture ain't the same. Everybody don't fit in everywhere. I'm a Malik Willis fan, so hey.
Can I respond to that, please?
No.
Can I respond to that?
No, let's move on.
I can't respond to that.
No. So I know you didn't agree with that. Even when I watched him at the combine, when he first was in the combine from Liberty University.
Okay.
I watched him.
This is all right, cool.
You gonna tell me his arm is trash? Don't even.
It's okay.
Oh.
All right, look, this is what I'm gonna say. When you see Malik Willis in the league now, when you see him since he's been in the league, right?
Yeah.
Except for when he got drafted by the Titans, you see what happened there, right? But they ain't have a lot of weapons, so all right, cool.
Did you see how he came off the bench in Green Bay?
Oh, can you let me finish?
Okay.
Let me finish. But that's what it is. Listen,
Jordan Love was hurt. He came off the bench and did quite well.
In football, they game plan for your starting quarterback. Okay,
I know
when you see Malik Willis, he's coming in because somebody got hurt.
Right.
They don't be having tape on him. You know what I'm saying? So every time you see him, he come in. The game plan changes. Wait a minute, the game plan changes, and I've seen quarterbacks come in and play well. A couple games, but when you get tape on them, you know what they do? They shut that down. This year right here, we're here in Miami. This is going to be the year where you get to see what he really is about.
There we go.
This is going to be the year because he's not coming off the bench because somebody's hurt. He's going to be the starter.
That's
from
right.
day one. He's going to get all. He already in Atlanta. He's going to get all.
Atlanta.
Yeah.
My best friend living in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jen Hen.
Shout out to Jen Hen.
But hey, Atlanta.
They're going to be good. They're going to be good with Kevin Stefanski out there. Yeah, they're going to be good with the best running back in the league, and Bijan Robinson, too.
Oh,
the best running back in the league.
But hold on. But the what about the rest of the supporting cast?
Drake London, Kyle Pitts, all them dogs. Yeah,
okay.
They like that. They got boys out there. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is this, man. Listen. Damn, mama, you messed me up.
Raheem went adios, didn't he?
He the San Francisco 49ers defensive coach now.
Yeah, but defensively, he's a good defensive coach. Yeah.
Man,
I don't think he should have been a starting.
You messed me. Oh no, Malik Willis. So we'll be able to see this year what he really do.
Yeah.
Now it won't help that they got rid of Jalen Waddle from Miami.
True.
You know what I mean?
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I thought they was gonna keep him because this is his first year there. Let's see what you can do with a real deal weapon. But he's gone now, so whatever. Yeah. But we'll be able to see if I can tell if a quarterback got potential. And we're going to be able to see his potential really, really this year as a starter.
Yeah.
Because they're going to have tape on him every single game. They're going to be game planning. Mm-hmm. We know you can run, Malik. We know you can run. Guess what? We're going to make you beat us passing that ball because we're going to load this box. And guess what? You ain't going to want to run through that. Your coach ain't going to want you to run through that. Use that arm. Mm-hmm. And we're going to see what you do. Now, if he do something like that, I ain't saying go to the Super Bowl. I ain't even saying make the playoffs. I'm saying show some promise. Then I'll be like, oh, you was right.
Yep.
You was right. All right, cool.
Yep. Malik, just like my grandson's name, Malik.
Yes, sir. Liggy. Mm-hmm. All right, now look. Shane Steichen, okay? Head coach for your Indianapolis Colts. You know what I'm saying? You know, me and E, we always talking, and E was trying to tell me that, he think that Shane Steichen is on a hot seat. Do you believe the same thing? Is his job if he don't, if things don't go the way they're supposed to go through this year, is it time for him to get up out of there?
No.
Okay.
I think Shane Steichen is a good coach.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's got plenty of experience,
yep.
and he's coached some of the best in the league.
Okay.
Now, you can be a great coach, but you got to have players that are coachable.
Yep.
Trainable, teachable.
Yep.
Okay. And then when a coach has to deal with all the injuries and all this kind of stuff, that's a lot to deal with.
Yeah.
But I mean, then you have to find a way to always put your team in the best position to win.
Yep.
So, but I think that he's had some pitfalls, you get dealing with Old Man River, and you got all this other stuff going on. I mean, I think Shane Steichen's a good coach.
Right.
Yeah, but and the big conversation is around the GM. That's the big conversation. To me, I think now me personally, I hear more about getting rid of the GM than I do Shane Steichen.
Okay, and this is what I want to say about that. I'm just listen. This is what baffles me. How can you want to get rid of Chris Ballard when he the one that got that old line? All them receivers that y'all got drafted them, drafted Jonathan Taylor, like he putting a team. That defense that y'all was doing, he putting a team together. It ain't his job to go out there and play.
Yeah, but people always want to find somewhere to put the blame.
No, I'm with you, but
that's what they doing.
But I don't think that I don't think he's to blame. Y'all was 7-1. Now, if you talking about drafting Anthony Richardson, that was a mistake. My opinion. I'm not the guy who just, quarterbacks, we don't have a quarterback. Quarterback's available. What I believe the coach should have done, what the Vikings should have done, they should have got J.J. McCarthy. It wasn't a quarterback-driven draft. The Titans with Will Levis, it wasn't a quarterback-driven draft. The only two
Speaking of which, Will Levis was drafted at the same time as Anthony Richardson.
And they ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't, but I'm saying
I'm not gonna say
that. Listen, Mama, listen. Okay. That draft wasn't a quarterback draft. You had C.J. Stroud, Bryce Young, and then you had Will Levis, and then Anthony Richardson. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Me personally, the coach should have got a veteran quarterback and then drafted a lockdown corner or an edge rusher to somebody that can disrupt the game or something. You know what I'm saying? Because you wasted a pick on a quarterback.
You felt like they wasted the pick on Richardson.
But listen. Teams in the NFL do that. Just because you don't have a quarterback, there's some of it. He ain't good. I'm not wasting that. I'm going to go get me a lockdown corner, a shutdown middle linebacker, or a defensive end who can sack the quarterback.
Okay, now, for those reasons that you just said, all that different, they should have did this, should have did that. That's why, and a lot of people feel the way you do. And when we losing, and that's why they're like, Jim did this, he need to go.
Listen,
and then year after year after year,
but time out
after
though.
Year after year after year.
So how many years did he go out there and pick the wrong guy? I can say they messed up with Anthony Richardson. I can say that.
Probably.
But who else though? That O-line, ain't no wrong pieces.
Well, look, I'm just saying.
Remember when they got Quentin Nelson?
Yeah.
Everybody,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and all those other linemen that y'all had, I forget their names, but y'all, that O-line has been doing things. Chris Ballard getting them. These receivers, these defensive players, like the move he made to go get Sauce Gardner, that's what he was supposed to do.
Now listen. Sauce, number one, Sauce.
Now look. Me personally, nobody's really gonna give up 2 first-round picks for Sauce Gardner. But it was the coach, it was what the coach needed.
Yes.
So when you need something that's in demand and that person know you need it, we don't want a first rounder. We want 2. He did what he needed to do to sew that side up. Yeah. So he making good moves. It's coming down to the playing.
Sauce got injured, but I'm waiting because the new season coming. Some things are gonna be different. Yes. It's gonna change.
Yes.
So he injured, quarterback injured.
Y'all go.
Chris Ballard, are you injured?
Y'all. Chris Ballard doing good if you ask me. He drafting cats.
Well, but you're not a Colts fan.
But
when you're a fan and your team is losing, you're gonna put the blame somewhere. In other words, the fan says somebody do something.
But see that I don't like that. I don't like just closing my eyes. I'm looking for a murder suspect. I'm over here. He got white shoes on. Can't come in. Nah, I want somebody. I know he did it. I got it on camera. I know. You feel? I don't want to close my eyes and pick nobody. Nah, I ain't doing that.
Okay.
No,
I mean,
you said what you said, huh?
Yeah.
You said what. Look, Mama, she said what she said. All right, cool. Colts versus Eagles this season in Philly. You know we bet all the time.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Who you got?
Your dry season is coming, and if everybody's healthy, and you just sat there and talked about, but he brought this one in, and everybody on and popping, we can march in the Philly and we can win. We're gonna drive right down Broad Street into South Philly. I know. I used to live there. I know about Broad Street.
Okay, so
we even gonna drive by where you was born on Woodbine Avenue.
That's fine. Listen, hold on. Are we gonna put a little bet on this game like we normally do?
We bet every year on these games. I got
every
5 on it.
Right now, I got 5 on it right now.
Yeah.
And we pull that schedule out. We're gonna have 5s on plenty more games.
Okay, I'm gonna come back on another show and we're gonna put our picks out.
Are you confident y'all gonna be done? Because listen, Look, watch this. I'm a guy that come on this show, like talk about my team, and when I talk about like Nick Sirianni not being a guy, You know what I'm saying? I've been saying that because he don't make nothing better. When we got a good OC like Shane Steichen, Shane Steichen, when he was with us, Nick Sirianni was calling the plays first. He wasn't doing so well.
He should have stayed with the Colts.
He gave it to Shane Steichen, and we took off. Well, Shane Steichen went to y'all. And then we got another guy who never called plays before.
Yes, Sirianni hold on. Stayed here.
And it's down. He wouldn't help y'all for what? And it's down here. But he ain't, you're the head coach, supposed to be the offensive guru. You ain't making nothing better. So then he go, we get Kellen Moore. We go win the Super Bowl. And before that season, I said, you know what? If we get another offensive coordinator in here and we do what we did in 2022 or better with Shane Steichen, Nick Sirianni, what are you really doing? What are you doing? Because we got a good OC, we doing well. When he leave to go get an OC, a head coaching job, how you supposed to, we got somebody else, ain't that good? We ain't that good. And you ain't making it no better. That's supposed to be the offensive guru. He gets fired, we get Kellen Moore, Super Bowl. Oh my, and listen, he gave all the play, he relinquished it all to Kellen Moore. Do your thing. Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? He go gets the head coaching job because he was so good. And we got Kevin Patullo in here. Never called a play before in his life. And you know what the report was? Him, Kevin Patullo, and Nick Sirianni was changing remember how Saquon was running all over the field?
Yeah.
That was schemes and stuff from Kellen Moore. Mm-hmm. Well, this year, Nick Sirianni, because Jeff Staley, our offensive line coach, he came out and said it. He quit from us. He quit. That's the greatest offensive line coach in the game. He quit this past offseason. He quit this offseason. He quit on y'all? He quit. He didn't want to. He wanted time to play because what they was doing was changing the run schemes without letting him know.
Oh, wow.
And that's why we had more or almost as many negative rushing yards and negative plays as Ashton Genty with the Raiders.
That's why y'all didn't do nothing here.
And listen, Nick Sirianni, you had your hands all in everything. But he came out saying, "Y'all been more ingratiated in the offense." I'm like,
I heard that.
You want to sell a trophy for coaching? Yeah. Well, when you was ingratiating yourself, how much better did we get? No better.
Yeah, I know it.
You know what I'm saying? So
I'm gonna win the Super Bowl.
No, we didn't. We won the previous year, and it's okay. You know, y'all haven't won in 20 years. We haven't won in 2 years. There's a big difference. If we've won 2 in 7 years. But anyway, that's not the hit. I'm not here to talk about that. I'm not here to talk about
Let's
that.
Let's move on. What we gotta say? No.
I'm just saying. I said Nick Sirianni. I will say if my team is like that or not. And I don't know what we're gonna be this year because a whole new coaching staff. I don't know what we're gonna do. Sean Mannion and the team he brought in, I don't know what we're gonna do. I said it with Kellen Moore and I said it with Brian Johnson. So anything's possible.
Anything's
possible.
Any given Sunday in the NFL.
You're absolutely right. You know what I'm saying? Now listen, before we go to basketball real quick, we're gonna talk about your Pacers. I know you want to talk about your Pacers for a quick second. Should I say I know who you want to talk about. You feel what I'm saying? They used to play for, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But you said you want to talk about women watching football.
Yeah.
But what you want to say about that?
I think that more women should get into football.
Okay,
because I know I was one of those women who, your dad, military man, and always football all weekend long, college ball, NFL. Now I just got tired of that.
Yeah.
Until I don't know how much you want me to tell, but one day halftime came. He said, "Sit down here."
Showed you the game.
He got tired of me. This is always football.
What's this? Yeah.
So it was an old. We living in Philly, Belle of Pennsylvania.
Yep. Keep going.
Phone bill envelope, and so he, God rest his soul.
God rest my father.
Okay, and then he wrote on this thing and showed me this is this and this is this and this is this and this is this. This is it. And then you get that, and then the first play I learned was holding. First thing.
Hey, yeah, and because she always that's holding.
And so then when it was halftime when he did all this with his pen and paper.
Yep.
And then the second half of the game started. Randall Cunningham was playing, and I got hooked right then. Matter of fact, it was 1986. So I was pregnant with you.
Okay.
And so I just got hooked. And every Sunday and then and I was an Eagles fan. I still like the Eagles, but because some people I best choose the home team first. But I like the Eagles because that's where I learned the game. But anyway, women watching football. Okay, there's a lot of rules to football, and it's a lot to learn in football. Yeah. I started watching football back in the day when John Madden was still alive, and he did a lot of drawing on the screen, and he explained a lot of things as the game went along. So that's how I learned so much about the game. You don't have to know every single iota to enjoy football. So what I would say is women just, because a lot of men like their game, and a lot of women a lot of men love the game, and a lot of women get annoyed because they want the time. Learn some of the plays in football. Learn how to watch it. Sit with him and enjoy it, and then you get hooked on the game. And I remember the day your dad looked at me. We were at a Colts game, and he shook his head and said, "Oh, I created a monster."
Yeah.
So, but it's a time for me. I mean, I get to the point where during playoff time, wild cards and all that, I can watch from sun up to sundown.
We texting during the game.
Yes,
you texting me something that you see what just happened. We texting during the game. You know what I mean? Like playoffs. She don't text me during the Eagles games. She know I don't, you know what I mean? Now, if it's an emergency, I'll answer the phone. But she don't send me no little, hey, what's up, son? During the game. She don't do none of that because I ain't even answering no phones.
I don't answer.
I'm not doing it. Yeah, she don't answer either. Now, if I text her, I don't text her during the game either. You know what I mean? But if it's another game on, we watching Sunday Night Football or a 425 game, our teams had already played. We texting back and forth, you know what I mean? But one thing is this, though, about women getting in football. I think, a lot of those women be the same women that, if a guy like to play the game, I'm like, oh, get off the game. Or, because they don't understand football, you know what I mean? They don't take the time, like you said, they don't take the time to understand it. Or, just like they want their time with their man. And if he's sitting there for 3 hours football on from 1 o'clock to midnight, dang on near, you know what I'm saying? Sitting there all day, one day out the week, you mad, you got an attitude. I'm glad my wife ain't like that because she watches. Yeah, I taught her.
Okay, but I think that, it's a male dominated sport. It is. But if a woman gets to know the game, like I said, you don't have to know every single little part of it. Just take an interest in it and just sit there with him sometime and let him teach you how it goes.
Yes.
And then when you start getting the feel of how everything goes, and you're going to start watching it more and more. And then, that's more time y'all can be together.
Yep.
Because I'm sure, my husband, I would rather, sometimes I'm sure we could sit together watching the game in our den. Then I could be going, sometimes then doing other things. We watching, the game, So it's just time for y'all to spend together doing something that you both like.
You see this lady right here? Her name is Tanya Luna. She plays women's football. She plays women's football. And I told her I wanted her to come on the show. You know what I'm saying? We can talk women,
awesome.
Like playing football and, why she like to talk football, all of that too. You know what I'm saying?
So but while this is on my mind, let me say it. I think since that if your man likes football and Sunday is that thing, it just takes, and if you don't have any, no plan to get involved in football or anything like that, which you should, just learn the basics. At least sit with him for a quarter.
Yeah.
To say, and then you start learning it. Like my sister's coming this season. She's gonna learn. But
Auntie?
anyway, Auntie's gonna learn. I told her you're coming this season.
Oh yeah. Oh man, I'm okay. All right.
Yeah, but I think men appreciate that.
Yeah,
they appreciate that.
Cook too.
Yeah.
Cook too. Walk around your drawers if you want to.
Yeah.
Bring me something to eat with nothing on. Watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever.
Long as the kids ain't running around.
Yeah, but just understand. I guess from somebody who loves football like I do, I understand. Just if Sunday's that day, just plan around, make your week plan around knowing that he's gonna do football.
I never had the issue with my wife. I'm glad she ain't know I can.
Your wife's an athlete. She's always been an athlete.
Yeah, but she a G too though. Even if she a G, she ain't doing no type of stuff like that. You know what I mean? Both y'all G's. You know what I mean? But I'm glad I ain't got to worry about that. You know what I mean? And I tell people right now on Sunday because I got the podcast. When I'm watching the games, I got my notes and stuff. I'm writing down stuff during the game, what I see, you know what I mean, everything, so I can come on the show and I can have my notes ready, right? I tell people right now on Sundays, I'm working. I'm on the clock from 1 p.m. to 11 p.m.
Yep.
I'm on the clock.
Yep.
I ain't going nowhere.
And the thing too, a lot of churches like my church, we got a 9 a.m. So
hey, you already know.
I'm at 9 o'clock. Shout out to Pastor James Anthony Jackson.
Yeah.
New Beginnings Fellowship Church.
Yeah. For sure.
Pastor
Jack.
Yep. So I'm watching the clock at church, 9 o'clock. Well, I'm out way before game time.
Sure.
So I'm there and I'm ready. Now, when I have to be there and I know I have to be there for something, I don't put it for the Lordy. No, that don't come before the law.
I'll come to the early service.
That's what come to early service.
I don't
get my worship in there.
If I'm in the choir, I don't sing on Sundays at 1:00.
Oh well, yeah. If my choir singing, I'm there longer than that.
Who? I ain't missing one. I ain't missing the kickoff.
Well, if I'm in the choir,
Lord know my heart.
No, don't.
He know my heart.
Don't do
He know my heart.
Yeah.
I can't. I sing at the early service.
Yeah, so you go to early service. Get your worship in.
Yeah, I'm saying even if I was in the choir like you, I'm only singing at the early service. I can't sing at 11:00.
No, if you're in the choir, you're in the choir.
I tell you what,
you sing.
You know what? You're right. I'm gonna sing. I got to go after that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's 3-hour game. You got time to catch it.
I need to see the kickoff.
Yeah, you can see the kickoff. Technology, you can see it all.
Not the games on Sunday Ticket. Can't rewind them.
Oh, you do like I do in choir rehearsal on Monday Night Football. Shout out to Larry Wilson. I got my phone on my lap trying to see the kickoff in choir rehearsal. See the kickoff.
Send me the music. I'll listen to it on tape. Send me the music. I can't miss it. You know what I'm saying? But now let's talk about the Pacers though, because me and you, Uncle Joe, was talking about, Uncle always talking crazy, you know what I'm saying? Talking about, Benedict Mathurin. Benedict Mathurin, he got traded to the Clippers and all of that, you know what I mean? And so you don't like it. I didn't understand it. They got Zubac, you know what I mean? They traded him for Zubac from the Clippers. Maybe they was like, they needed a big man. They needed a big man, but do you think, that the coach made a mistake in trading Benedict Mathurin?
I think that they did make a mistake because Benedict Mathurin, he's a good player. He's a guard.
Yep.
Okay, 6'6". Good God, he's 6'6". And
oh my God.
Look, I'm old enough to be his mama, so he's younger than you.
Yeah, yes.
But I mean, so
that's why she want to see him. No, she want to see him on old Gabriel's field.
So I got an unhappily married too.
Oh, I know.
Okay, so anyway, I was gonna say, I will put this disclaimer in. I'm more of an NFL fan than I am an NBA fan. So there's a lot of stuff I may not really know like I do in NFL. Okay. But from watching the Pacers, because I always believe in rooting on the home team, Benedict Mathurin would come off the bench and he would do his thing. Yes. Now, he's 6'6". Jordan was 6'6". I'm not saying he's no Jordan. Right. Jordan highest score in the game was 69 points. Benedict Mathurin, I've seen him come off the bench 27 points. And it ain't gonna be that way every night. Right. We're gonna know a couple of times he come off the bench 38 points. Okay. Who wants to get rid of a player who can come off the bench and do that? Yeah. I don't understand. I don't. Right. And the guy that they got, I'm being honest, like I said, because I'm more of an NFL player than I am NBA. So, look, I don't even know the dude. He came in injured, right? And I ain't seen nothing out of the dude.
So Zubac is okay. Look, and this is was you finished?
Go ahead.
So this is why I was telling Uncle Joe. Uncle Joe, he ain't doing shit. Uncle Joe always talking great. He ain't doing it.
I hope he ain't watching.
Benedict Mathurin ain't doing. He better be watching. Benedict Mathurin ain't doing it. He ain't. I'm like, what are you talking about? Yes, he is. But the thing is, with Zubac. Uncle Joe, he's an all-team, he's second team all defense. He did make a second team all defense. He did do that. You know what I mean? He can rebound the basketball. But when it comes to he got to be in position. He need help. He can't go out there and get a bucket. He's not somebody you could depend on. You know what I'm saying? When you got a guy like Benedict Mathurin, he was drafted in 22, right? He's 78 games he played. He only started 17 games, but he gave you 17 points a game, 4 rebounds, and an assist. That's 28 minutes a night. Second year, 59 games he only played, and he started 19 games. It was an injury. Gave you 14.5 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. That's 26 minutes a night. His third year, which is the year y'all went to the finals. You know what I'm saying? 24-25 season. 72 games played that year. That's when he was playing better, even more. He started 49 games. He started on the bench, and then he started the remainder of the season, if I'm not mistaken, or started 49 games, 16 points a game, 5 rebounds, 2 assists in 30 minutes. And then this year right here, he's consistent. 28 games with y'all, started 24 games, 18 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. This is consistency from a role player. He's not a superstar. He's not even a star. It's levels to this. If he was to go get a contract, I know you say you don't know about NBA like that. So you got super max deals, and you got a deal. Benedict Mathurin is one of the guys that's probably going to get a deal. He probably not gonna get a max deal or a super max deal.
Right.
And he's coming off the bench doing this stuff and is being consistent.
Yes.
He's not asked to go out here and take the team to the promised land.
Right.
Well, that's what you got Tyrese Halliburton for, I thought. I thought that's what you got Pascal Siakam for.
Yeah, and he was very instrumental in that run to the playoffs.
And even if you do, so he's giving you average of 16 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists off the bench his first 4 years in the league. He is a good defender on the perimeter. Like Benedict Mathurin brings toughness.
Yes, he does.
He brings toughness. He's a
not
good
a punk either.
Nah, he ain't no punk. He's a tough player overall, and you see it when he on the court. The toughness that he gonna bring. You feel what I'm saying? He always attacking the rim. He ain't scared. Like he just bring toughness.
He ain't scared.
You talk about the playoffs. The starters always play more minutes.
Playoffs?
Yeah,
Playoffs?
right. The starters always play more minutes in the playoffs. So his minutes diminished in the playoffs when y'all went to the finals that year. He was only getting 11 minutes a game. I'm sorry. He was getting his minutes dropped 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It dropped not down to 10 minutes, but for normal 28 minutes, it dropped down to 10. It dropped 10 minutes lower, but he was still giving you 11 points off the bench and his rebounds and his assists in the little time that he was playing. So when he get the time, he shows you his consistency in his production. Even when the minutes is cut, he shows you the consistency in the production in the time that he's there. So I just didn't think that trading him to LA. I don't know if it's because they didn't want to pay him. I don't know, but for Zubac, I just didn't think that was a good idea. You could have got a big man in free agency somewhere and keep Benedict Mathurin because he brings toughness and all of that.
What did you think about the Turner trade then?
I didn't think they should have done that. I think Miles Turner is good for the Pacers. You know how many people want to talk?
Did he want to go? He wanted to go, didn't he?
I think he. He
some
did.
people were saying that. Now I don't know if this is true.
Yeah.
You know that how he stole the shine.
Well, it was never Miles Turner's shine. Miles Turner is another guy. He was your starting center, but he plays a role. Miles Turner was hitting threes for y'all. Miles Turner he's averaging double-digit points. He can block. I think he led the league in blocks. I know he led the league in blocks one time, or maybe more, like 3 or 4 blocks a game. Like he was 2 to 4 blocks a game that year. He was leading the league in blocks and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not a superstar, but when you coming down full speed in court and Halliburton flick that ball back to him because he's trailing and he hit that 3 at the top of the key or hit that 3 in the corner a lot of times and stuff. You jumping up and down. Don't talk about, you know what I'm saying? Oh, in the finals, bro, in the finals, where was Tyrese Halliburton, the star of the team? The man, the $260 or $217 million man. Where he at? Yeah. You ain't dependent on Miles Turner. So I think they should have kept Miles Turner because he spreads the floor. He can shoot it all around the perimeter and he can block shots. Is he just locking people up defensively? Nah, he ain't Akeem Olajuwon. But he gonna give you effort and he gonna change some shots. I think they should have kept both of them guys. But Miles Turner it's been 10 years. Yeah. It's been 10 years. And then even a couple of years prior to that, I don't know if you know this, when they was talking about him possibly looking at, getting to the Lakers, he had said, they might want to look at that deal. Like I think he probably been ready to go and he feel like he don't get the respect from the fans. And he got a chance to go make $100 million. The Bucks gave him $107 million. They just weren't gonna give him that.
He's not doing nothing.
No, but listen, they don't have the Bucks are not a team. That team is not the same. That ship has been sailed in Milwaukee. At this point in time, for Miles Turner, you wouldn't. I mean, I'm assuming no championship contenders wanted you. So with that being said, I got to get paid. I've been in the league 10, 11 years. Let me get my bag. Giannis is also hurt all year, so that don't make it no better. Yeah. He's a role player, mama. I think they should have kept him. I think the Pacers, they messed up on that, in my opinion.
So, we know the Pacers are the worst record in the league, right?
I think so.
And then I heard today on the sports radio that they still trying to tank.
I mean, teams is getting fined for tanking. Listen, I just look at it like this. Hold on, you hear them in the background. Hold on real quick. Anyway, had to say something to the kids, man.
Hey, gotta love them.
Yeah, love them. But what we talking about? What would you say?
Tanking.
It's a difference between tanking and you just sad. Like if you ain't got the players to win games, like the Wizards, don't tell me the Wizards are tanking. You know what I'm saying? They suck. They don't have nobody out there.
What about the Sixers?
We're not tanking. We ain't tanking.
What's your record?
We are in the 7th spot, but we've been injured all year though.
And you're in 7th spot. You've been injured all year.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Joel, we was up higher than that, but Joel Embiid was out for a lot of time. And Tyrese Maxey, they was all put it like this: Maxey, Paul George, and Embiid have only played like 20 games together.
Yeah,
like 20 games together.
Yeah, your boy got in big trouble.
Who that? Oh, Paul George.
Yeah, 25 games.
Yeah. PEDs.
Yeah, but do you think he knew what he was doing?
I'm just going off. I think he did.
Okay.
Because
why would he put that in jeopardy?
Because you're trying to get back faster. Maybe you're trying to speed up the process.
Well, did he not think that he was going to be tested?
Some people think they can get away with it. I believe because Big Shaq Diesel said it himself. He said they give you what to take and what you cannot take. It's a list of things. He said it. He know better than we do. He said it's a list of things they give you that you can take and you cannot take. Pay attention closely.
Yeah.
And don't let it happen because come on now. You know what I'm saying? So I think he knew what he was doing and thought he was going to get away with it. Trying to get back from an injury quicker, make himself stronger. And people were saying, look how he was shooting. First of all, dum-dums, you shooting the freaking ball in the rim is not coming from no steroid. It don't make you hit a shot.
Yeah.
It may make you heal faster, a little stronger, whatever, maybe quicker, whichever which one it is. But that stuff, it don't make you hit shots. All right. Before we get up out of here.
Yeah.
Last thing.
Mama got to cook some dinner.
For sure. You seen the dust up in the women's Final Four.
Yes.
With Jean Oriama and Don Staley.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? North Philly, Don Staley. You feel what I'm saying?
North Philly, Don Staley.
Did he think she was going to back down from North Philly?
No.
Was that what he thought she was going to do? Stop playing, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, listen. So since we all know what's going on, you know what I mean? Like, what are your thoughts on that? What's your thoughts on that dust up between those two?
Okay, first of all, Don Staley is a highly recognized, respected coach in women's basketball.
Yep.
I don't hear people dragging her name, stuff like that. And she's highly respected. And she was doing her job.
Yep.
When somebody wanted her to do what they wanted her to do then.
Yep.
Okay, but turn the table. If you're over there working with your team, are you going to stop when you're in the middle of doing something?
Yep.
She's busy trying to work. Okay.
Yeah.
So then just because she didn't stop doing what she was doing to come and greet you or whatever, it's not to say she wasn't going to do it because that's not the kind of sister she is.
Right.
But at that point, she was doing something else.
Right.
Okay. So then you want to turn around and get an attitude.
Yeah.
And then you don't want to shake her hand.
Yeah.
And you're going to walk after she royally whipped your butt on the court.
Yeah.
Now she's about winning.
Yes, she is.
That woman is about winning.
Yes, she is.
So when you want to pout like a baby, stump off the court. Now, I'm not trying to be funny or nothing. Now, I do not advocate for violence at all in any way, shape, or form.
Right.
But if boy had put his hands on it, Dawn, he's a man.
Yeah.
Staley would have handled that business.
I think she would have handled it.
She would have handled it.
She handled that. That's North Philly.
Yeah, that's right. No, she said, I'm a woman of integrity.
Yeah.
And character.
Yeah.
And I'm not going there with you.
Right.
So then I hear now that it has been a double apology.
Yeah.
And she deserved that apology. So I don't think anything less of Dawn Staley. We do not have to bow to that stuff.
No.
Because if the tables were turned.
Yes.
And Dawn had walked up on him and done this kind of stuff.
Oh man.
They'd have tried to fine her.
Yes.
Throw her out the game. All kind of stuff. But because of who it was.
Yep. I'm with you. Yep.
Come on.
Yep.
Then she's of another persuasion.
Yep.
And they were like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
But then if she had went on and threw them bones, put them hands,
for walking up in my
and then it would have been, ABW.
Black people don't know how to act.
It would have been ABW, angry black woman.
Yeah. Ooh, yes.
But after the way he treated her, she had a right to be angry.
Yeah.
But hey, I Dawn, keep your head up, keep winning.
For sure.
Keep winning.
For
she
sure.
didn't win the championship. That's
we got blasted.
But she has won.
Yeah, for sure.
She has won.
3 of them things.
Yes.
3 of them
And
things.
got the hardware,
Recent
pictures, the
too.
t-shirt, and everything else to prove it.
Yeah.
So Dawn Staley, right on.
Yeah. This is what and I ain't gonna, I'm gonna just pretty much kind of paraphrase what I said. I'm gonna say the same thing. It wasn't about no handshake. Don't tell. Would you would have had that same energy had you won? No, he wouldn't have. Jean Oriama would not have said you didn't shake my hand. No, you didn't do that. You didn't do that.
He probably wouldn't have cared less.
She wouldn't have cared. He wouldn't have cared at all. Don Staley, when he was at the half court before the game had started or whatever tradition that goes, whatever. She was in the huddle with her team, man.
Right, doing her job.
Yes, this is the Final Four. That's Jean Oriama. He's the greatest college coach of women ever. That man got 12 national championships, like 37
She probably
appearances.
felt she needed to come and bow to him, and she wasn't doing it. Now that don't mean she was going to disrespect him in any type of way. But at that moment, it was okay. I'll get to you, but I'm working with the team right now.
Yeah, and I look at it like this. You know how when you arguing with a woman, I know you're a woman. I ain't saying you've done this before. Maybe you have.
Probably have.
When you arguing with a man or whatever the case may be, or your man or whatever, and you ain't got no comeback, and you just say something because you just mad. That's what he did. He mad that he lost.
Got to keep the home happy.
Yeah, he's mad that he lost. He scored 48 points. Not that you didn't get half a century. They was out-coached, outplayed, and outclassed. Exactly. They had no answer. That was a defensive master class. We talk about Gene Oriyama, who was one guy who won over 80-some games in a row.
For
you know what I'm saying?
For this woman,
yes,
to come in and whoop up on him like that.
And he didn't like it.
How dare you?
How dare you? And he tried to make it about that wasn't what it about. And the first apology, you couldn't even say her name, bro. You tell me I want to apologize to the staff. For what? Why you apologizing? You didn't walk up on the staff. You didn't walk up on the staff. Mama, if I did something wrong growing up, and now you made me go, it's been a couple of times I had to go apologize for something I said. You probably wasn't around and you heard about it. You made me go apologize to the person. That whatever happened.
That's right.
If you're a father or a mother, I'm gonna send my no. Don't say to apologize to the staff, fool. Go apologize to that lady you walked up in her face and you pointing and stuff like this. That's what you do.
Say my name.
Yeah, but he didn't even want to do that. So this second apology lets me further know that the first one was bull crap, and I didn't want the first one. You daggone sure could keep the second one because guess what? You don't mean it.
Right.
You just saying it so they can shut up in the media.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So he didn't mean neither one of the apologies. He could have kept them and shoved them.
Yeah, but Don Staley stance on it. Let's move on.
Yeah, let's
move on.
Yeah, because if she keep talking about it, it's you don't want to keep talking about it.
She has nothing to prove.
I tell people all the time, it's 2026 and it's still a black and white world. Straight like that.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
That's a whole nother.
It is. And we ain't got time for that.
Yeah, and I tell you, that politics and all that kind of crap don't belong in sports. And there's a specific sports person that's been around a long time. And
who?
They lean in toward the MAGA persuasion. And I do not believe that. Don't bring politics into sports.
Okay.
Don't do it. Because this is a time when people shut that stuff out to enjoy themselves and watch a good game. We don't need the president trying to regulate what the colleges can do and can't do and this, that. What? You ain't never heard George Bush or Obama or Clinton going all up in the school trying to tell them what to do. What?
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Let these people do. These people know what they're doing. But and the first thing that this president wants to do is cut programs, cut funding when you don't do what he wants. No, don't do that. These young people are trying to get somewhere. Stop it. And even sportscasters who try to, I don't care if you have a desire to be in politics. Don't drag that stuff into sports. If you want to do politics and be political and I don't care which way you lean, take that stuff away from sports because I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
And I'm not a fan of that individual. Never have
been. Who? Say his name.
Stephen A. Smith.
Oh.
No.
Yeah.
And I try to be nice to people. I don't call people out and do all this kind of stuff like that. But it's the truth. I'm not the only one that feels that way.
No, you're not.
Don't do that.
It's a lot of
don't say evil stuff about people. Don't do that.
It's a lot of people that's getting on Stephen A. head though. You know what I mean?
I know it got to be.
It's a lot of the black community has kind of like, we don't rock with you, bro.
I never did.
You know
never did.
A lot of times
I never did.
What they say is that he be playing both sides. He played both sides. You know what I'm saying? Like he wanna, I'm Hollis, Queens, New York, Hollis, Queens. But then, but then again, you know what I mean? You on your Trump stuff or whatever the case may be. So it's a lot of people that's on him about that. And he's trying to talk. I've seen him try to talk his way out of it. How can you not do that? You know what I mean?
I don't entertain any of it. I don't entertain it. I don't.
All right.
So I'll read the headlines and read the stories sometimes, but as far as sitting there watching, no. I pay too much for my electricity.
You crazy, mama.
Yeah.
Hey, well, mama.
Yes.
I'm so happy that you came on here today. You know I love you, mama.
I love you
too.
You know
I love you, mama. You know I love you, mama.
My firstborn.
Yes. Well, listen, man. For the ones that came in and checked this out today, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button.
I want to come back another time.
You can. You always can. You know that. And especially when the season starts. And I hope Anthony Richardson start the season too. I hope he start the first 6 weeks.
I'm gonna come back on. We gotta get our picks on.
Yes, sir. Yes, yes, ma'am. You know what I'm saying? So listen, we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here, man. Y'all thank y'all for coming in.
Go Colts!
Tell a friend to tell a friend. And guess what? You know how we do. Philly, what's up? Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory.
For the shoe.
That's our show for the day, and we gone.
Hootie hoo!